Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at VRA. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump straight into the TA. So taking a look at the daily chart, we have a Fibonacci retracement set up with the swing high all the way back in October 2021 and the swing low in July of 2021. So we started retracing all the way down here to the 1.414. We haven't really gotten to our 1.618 technical target at 0.00168 cents. However, we did retest the 1.414 Fib retracement level, and that was a good buying opportunity. And from there, obviously, we saw this major move to the upside. So from that low in December, we made a 5x. And that's pretty good, 5.5x, almost 5.5x. And as you can see, we ran into the resistance block that I gave you multiple months ago when we had the last update on Verasity. So as you can see, this resistance block is based off of these lows we printed in May and June 2021 and based off of this resistance touch that we had in May last year. So we came back up into this resistance block, retested it, and now we are back on our way down. And as you can see, we're already pulling back down around about 50%. If I get that, yeah, around 50%. So you could have taken profits here in this area above 1 cent, and right now you can be buying in 50% cheaper. So let's see how low Verasity can actually go. We got pretty overextended here. I would be waiting for a retracement all the way down to the 1.272, and that's where I would start entering, to be honest with you, because we haven't seen a backtest of support of this area. And I think that's exactly what is going to be happening here. As we broke above this with no retests of support, really unhealthy. Then we had this little sideways chop here, and then we broke above even higher. So right now we're pulling back down, obviously, and Bitcoin's pulling back down as well. If we see Bitcoin retrace back down to the 20 EMA on the weekly chart, altcoins will probably fall down by another 20 to 30%. So just be ready to pick up some altcoins during that next dip that we might be getting. And keep in mind, the FOMC meeting next month could be very hawkish. And before we continue, guys, I quickly want to talk about my Patreon. Now, if you want to get involved, there's going to be a 7-day free trial. So you can go ahead and join, and you're going to get access to all of my content since I started posting on Patreon, which was all the way back in October of 2021. So there are hundreds and hundreds of posts with low cap gems, my exclusive podcasts that I do for patrons only, my low cap gem reviews, project highlights, your technical analysis requests, exclusive videos for patrons. So there's a whole bunch of stuff there that I don't share on YouTube or Twitter as to add more value to it. And I also share all of my buys, all of my sells. I share my portfolio in there. So if that's something that you're interested in and you really want to support the channel, then feel free to check it out. Thank you. So yeah, like I said, the 1.272 at 0.00392 is going to be a great entry. And from where we are, that's another 44% pullback. So this is a lower cap altcoin. So I think a move down towards the 1.272 is very possible. But yeah, so this played out perfectly. If you were watching my videos and you were paying attention to this resistance block, you could have taken some profits there and had a very nice, solid swing trade. Jumping into the daily RSI, as you can see, we were printing a bearish divergence, I think. Let's take a look at the price action and let's zoom in. So, as you can see, we have the RSI over here printing lower highs continuously. And you move up to the price action and you can see that it's printing higher highs constantly. Now that is a bearish divergence. That shows that the bulls are losing strength in the trend, but the price action is still rising. And the bears obviously took over here, and we're opening candles above the 55 EMA, but I think that's temporary, and I think we're going to be pulling back down further. If we take a look at the daily RSI, we could be on our way all the way down to the oversold, just like we were over here. Just like we were over here in December. That is going to be a very good buying opportunity in my opinion. So I also want to switch over to the weekly chart and see what's going on over there. This is going to be a quick update because a lot of altcoins are pulling back, and I'm trying to get a lot of videos out for you guys today. So the 20 EMA on the weekly chart, as you can see, has just been retested on VRA, and we had to move back to the upside 25% immediately. So this was a very good buying opportunity here. So if you manage to buy off the 20 weekly EMA, you can still take some profits maybe and buy back in at the 20 once again. But I do think we're going to be coming back lower, and we are potentially going to be losing the 20 EMA on the weekly, as this was a pretty strong move to the upside. We ran into the 55 EMA as well. That was a major resistance level, and that was something that we were constantly talking about, the 55 EMA, obviously, and on the weekly chart, it's a very important resistance level. So taking a look at the weekly RSI here, you can see that we had a very, very bullish move to the upside, but now we're pulling back down. So we need to find some sort of a support level here to land on, and potentially that could be this over here, sitting at the RSI of 50 roughly. So we might come back to that trend line, and as you can see, we did retest it as resistance multiple times previously, and we might just hold it as support moving forward. But yeah, no guarantees here, but I think VRA is going to be dumping harder, and we're probably going to be losing the 20 EMA and moving back down to the 1.272, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, obviously. I'm not... I don't have a crystal ball or anything like that. So if we remove this Fibonacci retracement and we set up a Fib retracement to the upside, just to see what sort of 1.618 targets we could have in the next bull market. So we could be looking at 85 cents per token for VRA. From the bottom in January, that would be a 37.5% move to the upside. To be honest with you, I think that's doable, as the product that Verasity is offering is very interesting. Gaming ads and anything to do with gaming is really going to be exploding in the next 5 years as NFTs get involved more and more in AAA products and companies. So I think VRA is going to be, and obviously the company needs to do well as well. There needs to be marketing, there needs to be a good working product, and VRA has that. So I think this has a lot of potential, and I'm definitely going to be buying into this project, but not right now. I want to see a pullback first. And of course, all of the buys and sells are going to be on my Patreon. The link is down below in the description if you want to check that out. There's going to be a 7-day free trial for anyone looking to enter, and you can get access to all of my posts since October of 2021. Take a look at all of my low cap gems, my portfolio and everything. And if you like, feel free to stay, of course. And that's pretty much everything that I have for Verasity. We're waiting for a pullback here. Anything below the 1.272 is a steal in my opinion, and I would be just dollar cost averaging a lot in this area below the 1.272 if we go down that low, of course. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to see you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.